Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. But the Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Purdy from the gun. His throw incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or is it starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Shotgun now with Purdy. Quick throw there is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. There's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Baron Browning from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Denver getting set to take the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Wilson. He completes this to Sutton.
And Sutton will have a Broncos 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
They give it to Williams, running right. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. There he goes, right side.
Now look out, Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 92 yards. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Purdy.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now Stidham.
Open man complete to Humphrey.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Julian McLaughlin.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here's a peek at their past draft class. And, Charles, sometimes you'll see teams that have really specific needs they want to fill. Some can just say, well, I'm going to take the next best guy available. Maybe we see a little bit of both here in this draft.
I think you're right about that, Brandon. Plenty of talent in their class this year, some of which will contribute early and some which will be called upon down the road. The GM makes the final call after all the input from the scouts and the coaches. Now it's up to the coaches to develop the guys that the GM picked.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jarrett Stidham taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive, and in the end it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd down and 13.
To throw is Darnold.
He'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Darnold.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Darnold now to throw. Caught here by Conley. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Darnold.
That's to the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8. In motion, there goes Bell. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Back to throw, Darnold.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. Here's Darnold running the option left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now Gray. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So the Broncos now down by a field goal, 1:11 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Oh, Johnson, nice grab.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Flush to his right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in right around the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now it's the Niners' turn, trailing by 4, 23 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now Darnold.
And this one is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let it win.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you go. Staff points can be when you have enough staff points to see what effect each talent has. Highlight some talent trees make you select a path to follow to build your character. Upon